Hey guys, Cyndaf here, and welcome back to our modded playthrough of Factorio. Now, I have to remember what I was doing last time. I believe we just set up logistics, didn't we? So, in that case, we need more logistics ports. Which is going to require a lot more iron. Yes, a lot more gear wheels. We got enough red circuits for 2, we just need gear wheels. So let's nick some gear wheels. And 90. That's enough for 2. And they'll make some more gear wheels. Ah yes, what else I wanted to do, wasn't it? I wanted to upgrade these machines into assembling machine 2s. However, we seem to be lacking copper throughput. That's kind of interesting. We're not getting enough copper feeding. We're gonna have to reactivate this lot for a little while. I think we're gonna turn these into ingots. But why aren't we getting any copper through? Just sapphire not moving quick enough, really. It's just not moving through here quick enough. Well, that can't be helped for now, so we'll just increase copper production somewhere else. First, what we want to do is extend our roboport coverage. Yeah, it would be, to get perfect coverage, I'd have to put it there. Right there. Unfortunately, I can't do that, because I need the splitter there. And I could move one over, but then they're not connected. And I can't move that one over because piping's in the way. Which I guess I could move. Hold on, let me just try that. Could I move this to... don't really want to move it. And I can move it one over and have this. Yeah, that's probably the better idea. Okay, time to fix this. Yeah, that'll be fine. So, kind of like that, and then... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do that. And then put that there. And then put that one there. And then have this one... I guess it would be there, but... Well, it will have to be there. And we'll just have to do that. Simple. And this one can move over one. There. Now then, that means we can put this in there, and that needs to go there. Get it lined up. Put it in there, make 2 of these, because we need to move them over. Like that. We need a bit of power. and that is logistics. Of course that would be in the way there. Well, you know what, we'll move all this because it's just a sort of an inefficient setup right there. But what we do want, however, is let's go there, push that. We want some blast furnaces is what we want, but we need 4 at least. We need more bricks for that. So we run back up for some bricks. Okay, that was working. Just checking that was working still. Oh yeah, I was going to do something with that, wasn't I? I was going to have it make bricks automatically. But for that we need more transport belts. Oh, it's just one thing after another, isn't it? There we go. Transport belts. Actually, we're full on iron plates, so let's grab a bunch of those. We're not getting enough copper filtering through now. One problem after another, isn't it? Slag seems to be doing just fine. Stone seems to be doing just fine. These electric furnaces can come up now. And we can turn it into one of these. Oh dear, I ran out of reds. Because of that. It's because I made roboports. Oh, we'll grab a few. I'm not short on copper for those. I'm just... There we go. There we go. I'll grab some inserts as well while we're at it. What's our electricity production like? We're kind of there. Let's have you sat there. Then we can have an inserter there. I'll place you one of those. And stone goes in, and bricks come out into a provider. That way I can request them. And that'll happily make bricks. Okay, blast furnaces. We need 4 of those. So let's just do that. No, those were out ages ago. Don't need the wooden chests. So if I turn these copper mincers back on, it's going to mess with my flow. I could turn the front line on and keep the back line off. Somehow. Just disconnect this power. Like that. And have them connect with each other. Let's bring in... actually no. No, stop. Because I want to change all this, don't I? So let's start by ending the lines there. And changing everything will make it a little more efficient. I have killed the power to my furnaces, or my furnace inserters anyway. We need to change those furnaces really to steel ones. We only have 8. Can we make 8 furnaces? No, we can make 7. That's typical. Need a few more bricks. That way the processing won't be completely out of timing. I'm getting sidetracked again, I know. It happens. Oh, that's a wooden chest full of stone right there. So if we put you here, I don't know why it's a wooden chest, but it is, so slow you up a bit. Don't need that much stone to be knocked out. Nothing. I have too many wooden chests laying about, don't I? Right, let's concentrate on what I was doing, which was processing ore. Are those processors? They're Mark IIs. We might actually have to change these to Mark IIs. Let's change these to Mark IIs. And kind of figure out how we want to do this. This forest needs to move for a start. What I think would be a plan is to have the copper coming in the middle. Yeah, that's what I've already got it sorted in my head. Just like that. You'll have to wait and find out. Right, clear forests. Although if anything we'll end up having 2 inputs of copper, but I don't think we'll end up having 2 inputs of copper. Wow, that backs up really quick. Ah, well, if anything, yeah, I'll sort it out later. If anything, it'll just sort itself out. So, kind of like that, and we can have a line down the middle. That was too far apart. We don't want 2 lines down the middle, we want 1 line down the middle. Although we could have 2 lines down the middle. We won't. Or will we? Okay, should I combine it? I think I was right the first time. That way the lines won't get too full. And then like that. They probably don't need that many fast inserters, but you know, actually they probably won't need that many fast inserters. Although they will probably need an extra long-handed inserter because they're just not very quick. And for output, we'll have it come down. See, the problem about having a double lane is now that there's no middle ground. But I guess we could just do the same with the blast furnaces. Or just have it not completely symmetrical. That way they can merge into one line. Oh, I seem to run out of steel axes. Okay, that should be plenty of room. Blast furnaces. Although they have liquid inputs and outputs, they don't actually require them. Yeah, that would be good. That way that would be easier. There we go. And then we only need one of these lines. For now, let's just get rid of one. Until I really need to step up copper production. So they can come down like so. Probably going to need more transport belts for this. And then they can output like so. Because I'm awkward like that. But it makes feeding and it makes expanding easier because then you can just carry on feeding down the middle. And then all I have to do is speed the line up rather than split it, which inevitably slows it down. Right, now I can see again. Just clear some trees out. Could do with getting a flamethrower for it. It's quite fun. Watching all the trees burn down. Does create quite a bit of pollution though. Surprisingly enough, or unsurprisingly enough. As the case may be. So we need... This is the main line, so that can come down... there, just because of how it's positioned. And that's the secondary line. Or the main line, if I actually reactivate the main line. And we are going to need to use one of these. So we need to re-enable that. Re-enable those two, and we have one spare. So that can be here. There, that works easier. Forgot to silence that. Those connect up there. I need to actually put inserters down. That would be a good idea. So there and there and there and there. Insert. They will need to feed in from two lines, so like so. Well, now that I've hopefully drowned out outside noise, let's try this again. Right, just check that. That's a nice little square setup. We want them to be producing copper ingots. And we actually need outputs for these things, so like that. Should only need one each. Need to change their sides. Need to do. No, actually, don't need to do the same there because they both output onto one belt, and they're opposite each other, so it's fine. Right, now just connect them up and watch it go. Although not quite, because these inserts don't have power. So there and there, and that's all connected up, and that will go. And bam! That would go if I, that would have been more dramatic had I actually included the underground belts there, like so. And had I actually turned these things on to be processing copper, but we'll let the line fill up a bit more first. Right, process copper, there we go, now they're working. Ah, efficiency go! Right, that'll take a minute or two to get round. We're just going to let that flow down just for a second. And if need be, I will turn these on just to clear the line up. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's clear the line up. None of these are Mark IIs. Let's change that. Okay, let's turn this one into a Mark II if I had the bricks to do so. So we'll go and get the bricks to do so. That should give us a bit of copper in the short term at least. Alright, let's have some bricks. Let's have a Mark II sorting facility. Or Mark III even. Might as well go straight on. And we need to replace those, don't we? So we need 8 steel furnaces, but I don't have the steel. There, and you are to do copper crystals. There you go. Now you've got plenty. They've got plenty. You can just get those out for me. Thank you. Close the main tool. I'm not sure these blast furnaces are working quick enough. I'm not sure they will have power. That was a slight oversight, wasn't it? There we go. That would be why the line's not full. Blast furnaces could probably work a little quicker. Might have to convert those to Mark IIs. Right, well those are finished with their sorting. So we might as well disconnect them again. We have a roboport that I wanted to put down, if I remember rightly, but I believe it is still here, in a kind of awkward place. I mean, I could fix that pretty easily. It just require me to use the some medium underground belts, that's all, and just move this one around. So we will do that. Sorry. A bit, like that, for there, and we're going to require 2 of these for you and you. And it's to go right there. So belt and fixed. There we go. And now we have a roboport covering most of the south. Just need it to move over a bit and have full coverage, mainly for construction robots rather than the logistics ones. Right, now we certainly need to replace these stone furnaces with steel. So we need more steel. I also have a load of copper ingots in my inventory. I don't want steel. We need some steel because we need to increase. Are these steel? No. Ah, dear. We're slacking. That's what we're doing. We seem to be slacking a little. So that's a load of steel. We need to replace these 8 first. It would seem we could do both because we have enough for 16 furnaces. That has eaten all my steel again though, but you know, never mind. It's a simple replace. We will upgrade these to electric once we get better electric furnaces and better power production really. Right, those are Mark IIs. They're just not being eaten quick enough, that's all, that's fine. We don't mind that. We don't mind a backlog of iron because once we step copper up we will be using it. So let's do that and step copper up. There you go, you can now burn twice as quick. And that should eat through the ingots a bit quicker. Once you upgrade to something even quicker, I'm going to have to replace these standard inserters for fast ones. Right, let's step that up a bit. Hopefully that should now trickle through. Right. On the other hand, speaking of needing extra power production, how is our... Right, let's kill that. What do we need for our nuclear reactor? Because we've got plenty of 0.2. Dear, we in fact have far too much 0.2. So we're going to need something to deal with that. Otherwise we're going to run out. Although the 0.2 will just accumulate. How many of these we need? Well, we've got quite a bit of 4.7 laying about. We just need some steel over here, that's all. So let's give it a bit of steel just for now. And make some fuel. Of course I don't have anything to take the fuel. So, and of course I just gave all my steel. It's typical. Can't win. So let's run, get more steel, which is now being cooked a bit quicker than normal. It's not being used quicker than normal, but it's being cooked. Anyway. I just accidentally absorbed a blue pack there. Put that back down. Since we seem to be lacking blue packs quite a bit, we want to put the fuel. I don't really need to put it in a provided chest because I don't need it to be delivered anywhere. Because there's no fuel decay. So I just need to dump it into a steel chest. That's all. Right. Right there. Of course. Okay. So not right there. Right there. And bam, fuel. And each one takes up one slot anyway, so we will end up having a backlog of 4.7 nuggets. Or pellets. Eventually. What's each one require? Just 2 steel plates. Oh, that should provide plenty of fuel then. We need a factory. Yes, we do need a factory to produce the bits of equipment that we need to make our power plant. How's my flooring? Capped out. Well, okay. We know what to do there, don't we? We just annihilate it. In fact, let's annihilate all of it. We don't need all of it. They'll just produce more. We have an unlimited supply of this stuff anyway, so why not? I know that's 10k of fluorine they are just annihilated, but we don't need it. Because we're just not producing uranite quick enough. We could do with an extra source of uranite, but we'll have to do that later. That's complicated. Right, uranium power. For a start, we need a nuclear reactor. We need that one. So that is 45 steel, 45 bricks, which I don't have, a bunch of pipe I don't have, that's also down the other corner. We're getting bricks, just don't have them on me. Copper's moving nicely. Not as full as I'd like it to be, but it's still full enough. Doesn't quite get past my wire assemblers, but that's fine. I'm just going to absorb some more reds while we're here. We're going to need lots of blues as well, if I remember rightly. Right. Well, we know that we're going to absorb reds from that. So that's 62 of those. Can I have some greens? No, you're just not producing them still. That's because I'm out of copper coils. Because I'm out of copper. Well, okay, we are going to have to step up the old copper plate production. Looks like we might have to rapid belt all of this just to get it moving quicker. That's going to be an arduous task. But first, power. Then we can start making electric furnaces and upgrading the mining drills, if I deem it worth it. I forgot to pick up pipes, didn't I? What do you want? 15 of these. I did that backwards, but never mind. Fine. 45 of these. And you want 15 pipe. I'm probably going to need more than that. A pipe. Let's check. I need one of these, which requires more greens than I have, which is typical. And one of these, which also requires a lot more greens than I have, and a lot more copper than I have. Wow. So it requires 100 red wire for some reason. Right, let's just make a bunch of greens. From this line. You don't need them. Let me have them. And we're also going to need one of these. And a... No, I don't need heat exchangers, not for this setup. That's fine. Right, let's make a reactor circulation pump. And then we need to make those. So that's 20... Yeah, only 20 blues. We could probably make 30 blues, 150 reds. 250 greens. Oh, nice, we've got enough. I still have forgot the pipe. That's what that's even what I came down here for. I even came down here for the pipe and still forgot it. So let's nick some pipe. I need how much pipe? 15 pipe. That's not exactly hard. Yeah, 15 pipe. Nothing else requires pipes. I do need a lot more copper plates though. Steam generator requires 100 on its own. And I need 100 red wire. And red wire requires... where is it? Are you kidding me? It requires green circuits to make red wire. I forgot about that. It requires 1, so... that should be fine. We'll set up a factory to make red wire, just so I know I've produced enough without having to struggle my inventory. So, pipe, get that in there, and we'll make that. Now massively short on green circuits. We will repurpose this assembling machine to make uranium ammo. Probably the depleted uranium rounds. Even though I'm producing a load of armor piercing rounds, but it's not the point. We'll just change those, won't we? We'll change the factories and have logistics bots deliver it at some point. Once I have enough logistics around, yeah, we'll just change these. Which means I can get rid of the copper line. Stop. Make depleted uranium rounds. Stop. Make depleted uranium rounds. We can cancel this. And this. And that. And how will that flow down there? And we'll just absorb these. That way we can still use the steel. We need a requester chest to go there for that, and we need to request 0.2 pellets, lots of them. There, like that. Sorted. That's where we're going to make uranium ammo. Even though I've got loads of armor piercing in there, 3.6k. But we'll use that. We'll end up just shooting all that away, probably. This. Got that, and our electric ones as well. Which will make more of those. I'll show them the electric ones first. It'll be more efficient. Because isn't that the game we're playing? We're supposed to be doing things efficiently, aren't we? Just dump it in there. They'll pour it out for us. Thank you. Right, we have that. We need 100 red wire. So for each red wire we need copper cables and green circuits. So there's 100 of those. And we need 100 typical. I have to make something myself, aren't I? We need 50 to be produced because you make 2 copper cables. So we're going to need some more. Like that. I don't know why red wire. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to question it. There we go. That way I know we can make red wire. But we can, in the meantime, sit this somewhere. We might as well have it fairly close. I don't think they explode, so not any more than they normally do. It does require some water though, so we're going to have to pump some water into it and pressurise it, but we can do that fairly easily. So let's have it sat right here. That'll do just fine. And that's our access port. There we go. That's where the fuel goes in. Anyone that was wondering. let's put something into production. Right, that's the red wire. We've got that. We need the steam. Can only be made in a yellow. Are you kidding me? No, you're not kidding me at all. Why would you be kidding me? I can't even make those yet because I haven't got automation 3. Close though. We're close. Anyway, let's do the old water pump. Right, let's get these out of the inventory. Let's just put them down somewhere. You guys are in the way, so please just sit out in the open somewhere. You just sit there, and you can sit there, and you can sit there. I have 2 more air filtering machines. I might just recycle this. I mean, I have access to coal. Put one down. We'll put one here. And in fact, we'll put 2 down. Do I need a air recycle? Do I need... It doesn't even matter, I can't even tell. Where's air filtering Mark 2? Does that require 2 air filtering machines? Okay. Hopefully they are doubly efficient. I doubt it, but you know. Right, so like that. We need another assembler. Might as well have a stage. You know what? No. Let's have a single assembler to grab coal, output air filters, used air filters, there, and there. I don't like having an empty bit of inventory. That all the way around. And filters go in. You are to recycle used air filters. And I may actually need to make some air filters for it to recycle. Where do I make the air filters? Right here. I just need coal and steel and plastic. Give me some coal. I need lots of coal, but I can already make 10 of them. Let's make 20 of them. It's just easier that way. We just need more plastic, I wager. Ooh, automation 3, finally done. We don't need that. We do need that. Yes, we need more plastic. I ran out of plastic. Look at that. I need to go and find some. There it is. Plastic! Close enough. Right, that's 20. There, 20. Done. All the coal gone. All the plastic gone. All the steel gone. There, more steel. Don't need plastic. Not really. Not yet. Not now. You make iron, you make copper, you make steel. Everything else. Right, well, I'll just wait for those to make. Now we can actually make the yellow factories. We need another assembling machine 2 to do so. And 4-speed modules. Of course we do. How could I forget? Which requires more iron. As if I hadn't actually run out. I have actually run out. And I just nicked a bit of coal that I didn't want to nick. Yes, I did. Right, you can have that. I will make one of those. Once I finish making air filters. did start there, didn't I? Yeah, I can see there's a few bits of fast belt. I need to finish that. We also need to make a offshore pump. We've got an air filter here already, but in a kind of awkward setup. I really could have just... no. Okay, you can dump those out at your own behest. And they can start filtering the air. I'm getting very close to needing this. Right, I'll make one of those. Getting very close to needing this nuclear generator, or fission power plant, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to need some pipe. We are going to need a couple of pipe. I reckon three. 3 of these. And maybe a few others. But offshore pump can go... yeah. And that can go up here, over, there. Done. Money 4. Alright, we've got the assembling machine done, so let's just stick him into some power and get our steam generator built. Requires a stack of those, quite a few of these, most of these. I know I could just dump the whole thing in and extract them afterwards, but that's not how I roll. Ah, that's done. Cool. No. No. Things require blues too much. Too many blues. Ah, rail tanker. We'll do that, just for the fun of it. So you've got 10 out of 20. There we go. There's 20. And 10 of these. And bam. Look at that glorious machine work. Probably using all the power too. Okay, that's about the pipe. We need a pressurizer as well, so we need an electric engine unit for that. I need to go and find one. I better go find one. I don't need a return pump, so we just need a water pressurizer for now. Because these reactors run on pressurized water. We do need, however, increase copper production. I might just have to start the alternate up. Oop, that was far too many electric engines. You have those back. Sorry about that. So have you deposited enough in there? No, you're just not making these particularly fast, are you? What are you short on? Ah, green circuits, of course you are. That's fine. There's 67 logistics robots waiting. We'll deal with copper in a minute. I want power first. Power would be good. And I've actually run right past where I actually wanted to start these pipes, which is from here. And up. And it doesn't quite reach. Yes, it does reach where I want it to. Look at that. My number prediction may have almost been accurate. Almost. Let's keep. That's rail tankers. Let's get gates. That can only go to there. We'll use a small one, and that needs to go to there. And that's where the pressurizer is going to go, so that's there. That can go there, and what, 2 bits of pipe? Not exactly hard, is it? And that's water linked up to the pressurizer. Of course the pressurizer is not actually on yet, but we shall turn that on. Let's have you there. And connect up there, and we need to monitor this because we don't want it to fill. Oh yeah, make pressurized water please. In the meanwhile, we want our steam generator, and then we want our turbine generator. We are probably going to have 2, but let's start out with 1. That goes in. That goes in. That goes in. That goes in. And that goes in. There we go. I need to make more red wire if I want another one. So our steam generator needs to go there to connect in for the pressurized water, which I now need more of. Because there's a pipe connection on the side there. They just doesn't look like it, but there is a pipe in the middle on all 4 sides. We need our recirculation pump to connect there like that, which does require power. That's our pressurized water. That's our recirculation pump, which would be pumping if I had anything to pump. Right, we need to fill that up. Then we need to actually fill, well, not fill the fission reactor, but we do need to put water in there. We need a cold water supply there on the cold leg, but we will do that after we finish pressurizing the reactor. Okay, that's the hot leg done with pressurized water. When I turn the steam generator, when the steam generator receives hot pressurized water, it will make steam, which then needs to be fed into this, which is now done. And these trees need to move. So that can go there. That's the condenser, and that's the cooling tower water source. That requires cold water. The cold leg is connected to the condenser, not a cold water tank. That was my bad. If I remember this correctly anyway, from watching tutorial video, because I had no idea how this works. Then we can set up another one. Steam needs to connect to the front of the turbine, which comes out of this little block here. So let's have a medium pipe to do that. That's going to be where the water comes from. Let's get some steam generating. So we want a bunch of these. Gate has been researched. That's cool and everything. Anything useful? Yeah, let's get that. So let's plop those in. That's going to heat our water nicely. There we go. Right, problem is that is not. But right to there. Couple bits of pipe, pipe, bam and bam. All we need is steam. That's the condenser. Connected up. You are working. It's just... Right, that will do for now. It's just my steam generator is not. Right, let's reconnect you there. Or have I done it wrong? I think I may need to connect up the cold leg to cold water just to start generating steam. In which case, I am going to need to move you for a start. Out of iron. Always out of iron. So we've got the reactor producing hot pressurized water. We have the steam vent connected up. The recirculator is connected up. I believe it's in the right place. Should be. Although it hasn't moved yet, but you know. We just need some cold water to actually make steam. And then cold water to cool the turbine down. Which I believe is going to require another offshore pump, if I remember rightly. If I remember correctly. We also seem to be passing through the territories of an hour-long video again. But, you know, let's get this functioning before we declare game over. Besides, I do have a bit of a chunk to cut out. Right, there. Don't need any more water in the cold leg. Steam is being produced. We have low pressure steam which needs to be turned back into water. Pretty sure that needs to be like that, so that the pressurized water flows back into the reactor. Okay, right, now we need to set up the condenser real quick before it all grinds to a halt again. Spin you around. Turn that on. It's going to need another offshore pump to power that. So, offshore pump, right there. Move you up one, and connect you up to both. There we go. That should now have sufficient flow. Plenty there. Water, low pressure steam being condensed, condenser putting it back into the cold leg. Plenty of high pressure steam, which is being formed from the high pressure water. Don't need any more pressure than that. That's full. So, there we go. We're still using the steam engines, but we can literally just turn those off now. So we no longer need these to function. And because we don't need them to function anymore, I might as well keep that going. They are still moving. All we need to do now is to kill their coal supply. And they will slowly do landmines, just for the fun of it. I suppose they will slowly stop working after a while. I'm sure all this is powered. It could be powered more efficiently, but it's not. In fact, it really should be powered more efficiently. Well, I just killed all that. Combat robotics. What else did I kill? Nothing? Good. Right. You. Draw your power from there. So we don't need the coal. We don't need this awful power line set up anymore. Because once we turn copper back on, we might as well just have less power lines coming down here. Since now we've got the extra power distribution. Capabilities. So if I stick... No, your range is just quite not enough. Okay, we'll have that one there then. So that powers that. Those aren't being powered at all. I mean, I could power them from here. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a couple of separate lines coming in. Like that. I know that's now cut off there, but unfortunately they don't have that big a radius. But if I move it, if I move you one over, you can stay there. So now we can have a central mast there. And then all I need to do is put one... Oh, they're not quite as far reaching as I thought they were. So now all I need to do is connect those two up. And the copper production will have power. Well, the stereotype crushers will have power. Right, they will slowly burn themselves out. We need to cut that off there, so it stops feeding that. I was going to extend it to use more generators, wasn't I? Probably still will add another 10 in there just to make it even. But I won't be using burners, I'll just use another 10 steam engines. Don't need this to go with there either. And stick that to there. And just, I don't know, fill the old burners full of coal. So they'll carry on until they finish, I should say. They'll carry on until they finish, obviously. And we have our uranium power plant set up. Happy days. Which has obviously caused the steam machines to barely function, but because this is a 30 megawatt turbine, so if I ever need the power, it will just increase production. Got plenty of pressurized water in there. Don't really even need that water pressurizer anymore. In fact, we don't, so I'm going to take it. Well, actually, no. I'm going to just leave it there because I don't want it in my inventory. Now a bunch of mining drills I don't want either. In fact, since we've got some advanced ones there, and they require 4, I'll make another 2 of those. And then we can make another 2 advanced ones, can't we? Like that. You need to make 100 red wire. Again, because reasons. Future proofing is what I'm going to say. And we need 50 of that. Okay. Go in there. Look at the speed of that. If only we had these producing copper cables. Yeah. You wouldn't ever see any copper ever again. We seem to have maximised our usage here. So we are going to have to turn that into a passive provider, which is going to give me a spare steel chest. But that's fine for the request we've got down there. We've got plenty of fluorine gas again, but the fluorine line's not full, so fluorite line even. So that's fine. And we're also going to have to end the episode because we've been going on for far too long, and I'm sure you're all tired of hearing me talk. Or, well, you're probably not, but otherwise you wouldn't still be here. We want the other turbine generator. But we'll do that in the next episode. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the pure, unadulterated, sort of overpoweredness of this 30 megawatt turbine. Because 30 megawatts is about the equivalent of maybe 80 steam engines? Maybe less. I don't actually know the energy rating. I could work it out, but I'm not going to. That would require me to pull a calculator out. I've got plenty of superheated dry steam. But yeah, other than that, you can also just say hi down below. I will reply. I'm always in the comments because I get notifications about being commented. Other than that, you can leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. You can also share with your friends. It would help me out a great deal, and I'd very much appreciate the gesture if you did. And you can subscribe for more. And I shall see you all later.